Welcome to today's Creative Flow mini tutorial. So this is where I take you through a handful of poses. We go through the first 2 rounds, each side a little bit slower, more cueing, so you can really learn the sequence, get used to the moves. And then the next round, we go through it a little bit quicker so you can get into a bit more of a flow state. And of course, there's always the option to rewind the video back to the start of the second round so you can go through it a couple more times. This one is a little bit more advanced. I'd recommend that you have okay flexibility and yoga experience to play along with this one. But we're going to get started on our backs. Before we start with the actual sequence, we're going to do a gentle warm up here. So let's windshield wiper the legs left and right. Getting a little bit of a twist. Some movement through the legs, the hips. Now bring your legs to settle over on one side. Extend the arms out to the side. And the arm reaching in the opposite direction of the knees is going to circle all the way overhead and all the way around to reach the other fingers. Try to keep the fingertips in contact with the ground for the entire circle, but we're just getting a little bit of movement and warming up into the arms. One more big half circle on this side. Circle all the way around, arms are in that T position. Lower the knees to the other side. And then circle the other arm around. Stretching and reaching. Maybe moving a little bit slower through those sticky parts of the movement. Circle around one more time. Or that was the end of that. One more time, sorry. Bring the knees back up through center. Let's cross the right ankle on top of the left knee. Thread the hands through, grabbing from behind or in front of that leg. Ankle circles with that bottom foot. Opening up into the hips a little bit. Release. Other side, flexing that top foot, threading the hands through. Ankle circles. Release. Now I want to open up into the front line of the body a little bit. So 2 options. You can roll to, I'm going to start on this side. You can extend the right leg and roll over to the side and get a quad stretch like this. Or if you like a little bit more intense of a quad stretch, you're just rolling over to the side so you can come into this fixed, half fixed firm heroes type position, hero position. Bend through the right leg. Getting that quad stretch, hip flexor stretch. You can even lift the hips all the way up, almost making a mini arch with your body, opening up through the front line. However you want to hold it. When I'm like this, I push it down through the sole of this foot to lift the hips, tuck the tail under a little bit. Roll to the side to the release, to release. Whatever variation you're doing, roll to the other side. Whether you stay on the side or you're just setting up the other leg. Savor that stretch. This is one of my favorite stretches. And roll to the side to release. That's the end of our warm-up. So we're going to get into the sequence here. I'm starting kind of snuggle down to the, if you want to call it, the top of the mat. And then we're coming into a bridge pose, but one in which we are holding the feet. So up on the toes, lift the hips high, chin is tucked in towards the chest. Now with my right hand, I'm releasing the foot and creating a bit of a support for my right hip. So I'm propping my hip up. I'm pulling my right knee in towards my chest, pushing through the elbow so I can lift both legs up. I'm still holding the left foot with the left hand. Now you can extend through the right leg. As you release the left foot, bring the left knee in towards your face. As you do so, come more into a shoulder stand. Right leg is extended up. And now looking towards your left knee,
plant the entire left shin. The arms are going to have to rotate here. So this left hand's just coming out to the side. We're going to roll over that shoulder. This right hand is planted firmly down. Might be hard to see, but the elbow's poking up. And then we're rolling over the shoulder to come into a tabletop position. Get yourself back on the mat if you need to. And keep that right leg up. Make this into a little bit of a back bend. Now, big wide circle. You can extend the leg if you've got room. Circle that right leg all the way in front of you, coming into a half monkey, or half monkey, half split pose. Pull the hips back, tilt the tailbone up, slightly cobra with the upper body, getting that stretch along the right hamstring, flexing through the foot. Pulling forward into a low lunge. Hopefully you know what we're preparing for here. Splits. Remember, it's fine if you can't do the full expression. We're pulling back into this half split. And now we slide into whatever depth our splits are at today. See if you can get a little more upright with it. Then you can fold forward, come up, fold back, and come up. Now strength transition here, tucking the back toes. I want to shift forward so my back toes are on the mat. Bringing both hands to the inside of that right leg, pushing the mat away, lifting things up to come back into a downward facing dog, three-legged dog. Lower down into dolphin, and we're going to come into a hollow body forearm stand here. So work your way into your forearm stand, and we're going to keep that front leg, so the left leg straight, bending through the right leg. Shift your gaze. A little wobbly there, I've got it now. Shift your gaze, so you're in this hollow body shape. And then coming into a three-legged forearm wheel. Lower the other leg down. Slowly release the arms coming onto the upper back. So we're in this bridge position that we started with again, but we're gonna lower down windshield wiper before we get into the other side. We'll do the other side kind of slow, and then we'll do the next round quicker, fewer cues. Let's get set up. Bridge, holding the feet. Now releasing, releasing with the left hand. Create that crutch to support you while you lift everything up. Left leg straightens and then reaches up as you release the right foot. Bring the right knee and look towards that right knee or shin. Right arm is out straight to the side. Left arm plants down, rolling over the shoulder. You can get onto the mat if you didn't land on the mat, into this tabletop, and take your little back bend. Wide circle, that front leg, or left leg, all the way around for our half split. Tilt your tailbone up towards the ceiling. Lower the rib cage down, slightly cobra with the upper body, flexing through that left foot, pulling the hips back. Coming forward into our low lunge. Back into our half split. Tilt the tailbone up as much as you can. My left side's always a little bit tighter, so I'm just going to hold this one here a little bit longer before we come into that split. All right. Split time. Don't force it. Listen to your body. Come to whatever depth it wants today. Find stillness or a little bit of movement, and then you can roll forward, roll back, come back to upright. And now this little transition. So tucking the back foot, hands are on the inside of the left foot. Lift everything up, circle the leg back around, three-legged dog.
Lower to the forearms. I shift my hands back a little bit just so my foot can, when we come into the forearm wheel, the foot lands on the mat. Get into your forearm stand. Start with both legs straight and then bend through the left leg. Shift the gaze through the arms, tuck the chin. And then lower the left foot down, our three-legged forearm wheel. Lower the right leg down. Release from the forearms. Lower the hips down. Windshield wiper for our nice back release. Take your breather before we go through that again a little bit more quickly and less chattering from me. Get set up with your bridge. Bringing the right leg up to start. Here we go.
Getting set up and ready to roll over onto the left leg.
Tabletop position. Swing the leg around. Half split. Low lunge. Half split. Full split. Fold forward. Fold backward. Tuck the back toes. Three-legged dog. Forearms. Shift your gaze once you're in your pincha. Lower to three-legged forearm wheel. Lower everything down. Windshield wiper, 3 times each side. Get set up in your bridge. Left leg lifting up this time. Here we go.
Roll over the shoulders into tabletop.
We're in our half split now. Low lunge. Half split. Full split. Fold forward. Fold backward. And tuck the back toes. Lower to the forearms. Shift your gaze as you bend through the left leg. Three-legged wheel. Forearm wheel. Lower everything down. Windshield wiper. 3 times each direction. Shift back on your mat a little bit. With that back bending, we're going to reintegrate the core now. So just coming into a low bow pose. Arms can be by your side, or if you want more intense, overhead. But we just want to hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming to a comfortable seated position. Feel free to rewind that to give it another go. This is like dance choreography where you can flow through yoga sequences better once you have them memorized. So that's why I really like these short ones. It doesn't take too much time or mind space, and we can actually get into a groove and feel the movement. That's a huge part of the essence of yoga. Please like, comment, subscribe, or share if you got anything from this class. I thank you so much for being here with me. And in closing, we say, Namaste.